How did we solve it, or what tips and strategies did we use to address all these problems that we've been discussing throughout the day? First, I want you to read and look at this cartoon for a moment and think about what it reminds you of, what it represents to you. What does this cartoon say to you? Can someone volunteer to be the spokesperson for the audience? We are so focused on producing that we forget that there are many areas where we can improve. So one of the first things we did was to incorporate continuous improvement as part of our work. The next thing we did was recognize that every change initiative must have leadership support. That is a key recommendation because a bottom-up approach is difficult. So what we did was ensure the initiative moved at the pace the company wanted, but it had to move. What did we do? Basically, we set up a team called the Agile Change Team, but in your company, you can call it whatever you like. It's just a cool name. At Voxel, we like to give cool names to things, but in reality, I'll summarize it for you. It's basically a working circle that functions with iterations. Whatever cycle you prefer, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever works for you. This team includes representatives with decision-making power within the organization. For example, the financial director or the head of operations has decision-making authority within this group, selecting the pilot project. Out of 6 talks, I think this has been mentioned 7 times. Selecting a project and not starting with the whole organization is crucial, but we also need to be careful about which pilot project we choose. We should pick a pilot where there are engaged people who are motivated and eager to participate. Training. It is important that the teams involved understand what we are going to do. Even if it's just a 1-day training session, they need to know what it's about, what Kanban is, what agility is. Continuous improvement. We must constantly be thinking about continuous improvement. It cannot be just 1 meeting per semester. It must be, as the name suggests, continuous. You mentioned the team. What did you call it? The team of evangelists? No? More or less? Okay. Well, it's something similar. We created a Kaizen team. We had a strategy team that managed the strategy with the higher leadership, those with less time for organizational tasks, and an execution team that helped implement the changes within the organization. And we started to visualize. We love to visualize. Well, we've already talked a lot about visualization, so I won't go into more detail about it. Metrics. Having the right tools is important. A tool like Business Map helps us a lot with this. Imagine if we had to do all this in Excel. Before tools like Business Map existed, everything was done in Excel and on paper. You had to manually record the ticket entry time, ticket exit time, lead time, and calculate it all manually. Thanks to God, well, not God, but thanks to companies like this is now much easier.